what God does. God takes things that seem insignificant and He does something amazing. God takes people who have faults and problems and weaknesses nobody knows. Maybe when we get to heaven we can ask Him. And it doesn't matter what it was. For Him, it was a problem in His life. And He was tired of dealing with it. So look at what it says in verse 8. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord to take it away from me. This problem bothered Paul so much that he asked the Lord, take this problem away from me. I don't like dealing with this. But here's what God said in verse 9. My grace is sufficient for you. In other words, my grace is enough for you. For my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may... Paul comes to clay vessels, someone else is going to bring joy. And this seems like a simple thing, but you took your talent, you took your gift, and you used it to bring joy to somebody else. You have no idea what impact this might have on someone else's life. You don't know. We think that we have to have some kind of amazing, incredible power to serve Him. He needs our faithfulness and our obedience. Don't take your talent and hide it in a closet of your life and bury it and not use it for God. What you have in your life, what you have in your hand is important, it matters, it's significant, and can create an incredible impact in the life of another person. You must believe that because it is true. Amen. Would you stand with me, and can the worship team come back? I want us to pray this morning before we leave. I told you last week I believe in you guys. That God has given all of you a talent and a gift to be useful in the kingdom. That He made every person on purpose and for a purpose. And this morning what I'm asking you to do is to make a stand and say, I'm not going to make any more excuses. If God speaks to me, I'm going to let Him use me. If God calls me to talk to somebody, I'm going to talk to them. If God calls me to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm done with excuses. I'm done. It's time to serve the King. It's time to stand up for Jesus, to do what He calls me to do, to go where He calls me to go. If you believe that this morning, then I want to challenge you today. I want to challenge you to come and stand in this altar area all the way across the front of this church before everyone in this room and say, I am done with excuses. I will serve my King. I will give my talent. I will give my ability. And it may not seem like much, but because I'm going to put it in God's hands, it's going to be enough.
The name of the Lord, oh, praise His name forevermore. For endless days we will sing Your praise, oh Lord, oh Lord our God.
Horizon Church, you've got talent. It came from your King. Don't make excuses. Use your talent to serve the Lord and to honor Him with everything you've got. I challenge you this week. Get involved. Do something for the Lord. I hope you have an awesome week. Don't forget, ladies, if you'll meet my wife in the foyer, if you want to be involved in giving out the Valentine's gifts. And then also be back Wednesday for Bible study. And next weekend, we celebrate again together. God bless you. Have a great week.